We are talking Love is Blind, and we've got a bit of a spoiler alert. It was the Bombshell reunion show this weekend. Ashleigh and Sarover revealed they were both dramatically dumped, honestly, and divorced just 3 months after saying I do. Well, Ashleigh and Sarover join me now. I am baffled by the fact that those two idiots said no. I mean, it's crazy. First of all, they were punching way above their weight anyway, but also I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And Sarover,
yes,
there was no real reason for him to walk away.
There wasn't. And
you must be as baffled as me.
I was. And I think I'm still in shock all this time later, because I'm listening to him. I'm like, where does this all come from? Where was it? When did you ever express this to me? When did you ever talk to me? Why didn't you even try?
Yeah.
Because if you tried to talk to me, we would have at least had a conversation to attempt to make it work. That's what marriage is. It's equality. And where was I in that marriage?
It was like he just shut down.
He did.
And saying that, Billy was exactly the same, wasn't
Absolutely.
he? You know, he really was. It was just like, because we were all watching going, but we don't understand, nothing has happened.
No.
Between, you know, with both of you, with both of your marriages, nothing bad has happened.
No.
It was just kind of...
We were the same.
We got no clarity from the reunion, which was a real shame.
I know.
I think we've had to process and get that closure ourselves with a lot of self-work and therapy and things. So, but it's so unclear. The job thing that Billy kept bringing up became really disrespectful.
Because you work on the airlines and you've got a lot of travel, so you're away a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he was in the army. He gets deployed.
Absolutely.
You know, and for a lot longer.
Months. Yeah.
So surely he
would understand or want to adapt or want to work with it. And I think the fact that the job thing came up so early in the pods and he still decided to take that leap of faith and say, will you marry me? I love you. Then we continue the journey and it becomes this big rock and rock and rock. And, you know, I married for love. I married for a forever future with him. That wasn't a deal breaker for our marriage. But if it was such a deal breaker for him, I wish he'd have said no to me.
That's the thing, because, you know, you go ahead, you get married, there's all of that going on. And the interesting thing, though, is you don't see them until you've declared. You know, you don't... This is the thing. You know, if you haven't watched... it's called Love is Blind for a reason, because you don't actually get to see the person, but you get to really know them. We only see a little bit of the conversations you had. Were you talking for hours?
Hours.
Yeah, right.
Hours.
Okay.
I mean, Ash can talk a lot.
Yeah.
So you can imagine how much talking happened.
And it's just amazing, Lorraine, being in that pod experience. It's magical. It's like no one else is in the room. And all you hear is their voice. And I have to close my eyes to do that because I'm just listening out for their tone, their reassurance, their pauses. And you talk about, you know, the most meaningful conversations very quickly in the experiment. Your biggest fears, your hopes and dreams, financial situation you're in, what does family and marriage look like to you? And that's what's taught us a lot, I think, about the experiment.
Because you don't normally do that in the dating in the outside world. Those conversations come so much later. So to be able to do that in such a compressed time frame, you know this person really well. And as long as that person, they're both true to each other and they're both genuine, you're going to know that person when you're going to continue.
What was it like, though, when you see the person first? Was it weird?
Was it surreal?
I kept a diary when I was in the experiment and I was just drawing him every day. So the more he gave me in the pods, the more I was like, he's definitely not got any hair. I just thought he was bald. I just had this feeling. And he had hair.
He certainly did. He certainly did.
You must be surprised just by the hair.
But because, you know, that's the thing. You must have an image in your mind as to what...
Do you know what? Strangely, I didn't.
Did you know?
Strangely, I think my heart felt so strong for him that I just thought, this is my person. So when I saw him and he looked the way he did, I was like, OK, he's not Zac Efron, which is what I've always envisioned, but it was perfect.
It didn't matter because we got to know their soul. And I think from the experiment, love is so powerful. Love isn't what you see.
No.
Love is what you see within. And I think that's why I went on to the experiment, because I've been so unlucky in love, people just seeing the looks and the job and the confidence, and actually when it forced me to be vulnerable, Lorraine, and really open up what Ashleigh is and who Ashleigh is and let someone into that. And that's why I trusted Billy. You know?
Exactly, and that's what makes it so disappointing. So, but no regrets.
No regrets.
Do you know what? Honestly, no regrets, because we have learned so much about ourselves. We are not the same girls we were a year ago at all. And also we've learned so much in dating and what we want now. We know what we deserve, and we had to go through this to learn that. And it's it's sad because of our outcome, and it's hurtful. You go through such a big end of a relationship and marriage, but look at us today.
And you're really good friends. You would never have met before. So actually, that's wonderful. The weird thing was, though, that they both, you know, decided to, I hate the word to dump someone, it's horrid. Both decided to do that at the same time.
Yes.
Using the same sort of phrases. I mean, we found that out in the reunion and I was like, what? That's a bit strange.
Yeah, they had a lads trip just after Christmas and Billy and Cal were together and it was, Ashleigh, you found out that they did talk about us then.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, well, not even a week later, we're getting told no spark,
no connection,
different people,
forced.
Yeah,
I'm not in this anymore, and that was after 3 months, Lorraine.
Yeah,
like if that's what your vision of marriage is, wow, we were really blindsided by that.
They're not here, obviously, and they've said it was a total coincidence. They've said that they can make up their own decisions. I think they've been extremely foolish. I mean, you're both bright, intelligent, beautiful women with so much to offer, and you're still looking for the right one.
Yes,
totally.
You still are. You haven't.
The future is bright and
good.
Like you said, Sarover, like we've conquered so much in our own self-development. We've become courageous and vulnerable on TV. You've seen that, and that's a superpower.
We're proud of ourselves.
You should be.
We're so proud.
You should be.
And the person will be out there for us. Yeah.
They will, for goodness sake. Of course they will. Of course they will. Just look upon it as a wee narrow escape, a wee blip in your life. A wee blip, a wee blip. Love is Blind UK, it's on Netflix. Excuse me, if you haven't caught up with it, it's a great series. I know we've kind of given the game away a little bit with you two, but there's lots of other couples that you would be invested in and interested in. You've done yourself proud. Thank you both so much.
Thanks for having us,
Thank you. Well, that's a wrap for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We have all the best moments from the show right here on the channel, and if you like this video, then we think you'll love this one. See you next time.